Hi folks, it's Evo here from Thundermist Lure Company, and welcome to today's quick fishing tip. And on today's tip, you know, there's nothing more rewarding than spending a day on the water, catching some fish, and bringing home your catch. And you know what? Sometimes it's always great to eat it fresh, but sometimes you may want to freeze a little bit. And today, folks, we're going to talk about one of the best ways to freeze fish without causing freezer burn and keeping the fish nice and fresh. Now, first things first, always make sure you use a freezer bag. There are bags out there that look like freezer bags, but if you notice on the packaging, it'll say storage bags, and those are not necessarily freezer bags. Freezer bags are thicker, so make sure you buy freezer bags. Now, a couple of ways before I show you the preferred way to freeze your fish. I want to talk about, some people freeze fish in water. So you could put a tub, put the fillets in a tub, or put your fillets in a freezer bag, fill it with water, seal it shut, and freeze them. That way is effective. However, it takes up a lot of room in your freezer because now you're adding a lot of water, and also the fillets that are on the outside could have a tendency to get freezer burnt. The ones on the inside, packed and sealed in the water, are protected. So that method is good, but we're going to talk about a better method. Now, secondly, a great way to freeze fish is to use a vacuum sealer type product and vacuum pack your fish and put them in the freezer that way. And those bags that come with the vacuum sealer, those are already really thick, and they'll bode really well in the freezer, and that takes all the air out and it does a great job. However, not everybody has a vacuum sealing device. So today we're going to talk about the everyday method to best freeze your fish. So I've got some nice fillets here. I'm going to take my freezer bag, put the fillets in. I like to freeze them nice and flat. They take up less room in the freezer and they store very nicely. So I'm just going to put my fillets in there just like so. Now you can, when you seal it, you can also try to remove as much air from the bag as you can. So just push as much air out and get it right out of the bag, just like so. Now, the secret is right here. Newspaper. I've got three strands of newspaper here. Take your newspaper, fold that up, another fold like so, another fold like so, and if you have a little bit of masking tape, just take your masking tape, tape it shut, and in fact you can even take a marker and write the name of the fish right on the bag so you know exactly what's inside. But the whole key, newspaper. The newspaper acts as an insulator, and when you take these fish out of this package, they'll be just as fresh as the day you put them in. A little bit of newspaper goes a long way. Folks, I hope you've enjoyed today's quick fishing tip, and if you're going to freeze fish, you should really eat them up to 3 months. Try to take them out and eat them, but certainly sooner than 6 months. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. Hope you also get out there and get yourself some nice fillets, freeze them, and enjoy some great meals. Nothing more rewarding. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, good luck and good fishing. And on the other side of the boat, the other lure is going to be doing another speed. So that's the advantage of making these bends, is you're actually changing the speed of the lure